is claiming responsibility.
Alex
Alex is on the ground.
Yo, what's up everyone, it's HB and we're here with another playthrough of Modern Warfare. This game is crazy. We just played it yesterday. We're picking it up. So let's go ahead and check out this scene right here.
What is your message from Captain Price?
Meta Kareem. Call me Alex.
I'm listening, Alex.
This is classified.
يلا ولا قدامي جهزوا لي هالكم.
"48 hours ago, terrorists stole a shipment of Russian gas.
Only Al-Qatala would do this.
The Russians make no distinction between Al-Qatala and your people.
And I make no distinction between Al-Qatala and the Russian army. They're both terrorists. We would never use these poisons.
Again, I want to say this.
Before they what?
I just can't say this enough really about this game.
We live like this.
And I know I haven't played in a while, but honestly, the way that
Alex, this is my
the
brother,
graphics,
Lieutenant
the rendering of the characters, the voice acting, everything is just on point. It's very much like a Oscar movie. I mean, everything is so realistic.
Of course. My sister is in command.
It's just like you're watching a movie, but you're able to play it at the same time. And that's actually something I really enjoy, because I'm a big movie person. I know I really don't talk about this too much, but you know, I've have a what do they call those type of people?
We have no missiles, but we have
A movie, I can't even remember the term, but basically I like movies. I watch movies all the time, and I very much enjoy a movie with good acting, really good, you know, story, and you know, Modern Warfare right here is just definitely giving it. It's giving it 120% right now. Just like very good story, very realistic, and just the detail in each of the characters, their faces, the lighting, shadowing,
how explosives.
how there's just a smoothness. It's not like, you know, computer-like. It doesn't really seem like it's a computer-generated thing. It's very much just like real life. You're watching it, you're playing it, you're exploring, and you're actually in it, which is very interesting, very intriguing to me. So, yep, we're checking out Modern Warfare today. This is going to be really crazy. We got some crazy missions coming up here. And, you know, a few things I want to talk about also is that we are doing a giveaway for an Amazon gift card. So if you guys are interested in this giveaway, then all you have to do is just leave a comment on this video and subscribe to our channel. And we will be announcing a winner very soon. So basically this Friday we're going to announce the winner. So all you have to do is just, you know, leave a comment. And, yeah, so you're going to be able to win an Amazon gift card. And yeah, so we're gonna do more of these giveaways, you know, every so often for you guys. We want to, you know, give back to everyone that's been supporting the channel, supporting WDB. So this is really interesting, you know, really easy for you guys to enter. Just you know, leave a comment, subscribe, and that's it. And just be active, because you know, we're gonna be uploading videos daily. So just the more you comment on each video, you know, the better your chances. And that's it. Okay, so we're checking out this game right now. Modern Warfare is just the story itself. A lot of people have been asking, like, should I buy this game? I mean, video games are not cheap. They're about $60 a piece, and you know, they're always coming out with a new game all the time. But is this game worth $60? Now that's the question. And my personal opinion about this so far is that yes, the multiplayer actually, oops, sorry, hit the mic. Yeah, but the multiplayer is very good. I played a little bit of it today, and it's good. I'm gonna show you guys. I recorded a little bit of it, but you know, we're probably gonna play a little bit more before we actually start making some more content. And also make sure you guys check out, you know, Hex. Hex made a video just yesterday. Check out that video. It was really good, you know, and the multiplayer is great. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but should you buy this game? Is this game worth $60? And my opinion is that the story mode so far, we're just in the beginning of the story. I think this is the third mission in the game. And I feel like it is. I feel like it definitely is, just based on the story. And that's something crazy to say. I mean, unless we're talking about a game that's nothing but the story. You know, if you're talking about a game like, you know, for example, like Skyrim, although Skyrim does have online mode. But if you're just talking about a game just based on story alone, is it worth that amount of money? But so far with Modern Warfare, it definitely feels like a full production that you're getting. You're getting a very compelling story, great graphics. Everything is just above and beyond, and that's just amazing to see something like that in the game. So really, I definitely find it just a very interactive experience, very cool experience. You know, for me, liking, you know, war type movies, I mean, I've watched everything from Black Hawk Down, Zero Dark 30, I mentioned that in the last one, Saving Private Ryan, what else, Sicario. Sicario's not really a war type thing like this. It's more about you know, Mexico and, you know, a lot of other stuff, you know. But honestly, I like all of it. I like all these types of you know, movies, and it's very really interesting to me. And in this game, it's all about taking your time, making the right moves at the right time, and it's all about just being very careful, like right now.
Hold up. Stay away from the door.
Take each mission, and that's one thing I've noticed so far. I'm not sure if this is going to be a recurring thing throughout the entire story, but I've noticing that you basically are getting like one map. And I guess this is similar to most games that are out there, but really you're getting like one just one area that you're in, and it's just up to you to like kind of navigate. There's really not like 100 different objectives you have to do in one area. Like some games, this has like, you know, it's just one area, you have to do a certain thing, and then that's it, the mission's done, you go into the next one. So it's very compact, very you know, the story is very linear but very interesting at the same time, and it's focused, and that's great. So I really don't like bloated stories, just stories with 1,000 missions for no apparent reason, no purpose whatsoever. So I'm really enjoying this right here. Everything has a purpose, and it's very cool. It's giving you different perspectives as well, which is nice.
Through here, up the ladder. Barkov is sending in helicopters. We take them out. Forces from the base will come running.
Now we are in realism mode. Realism is basically veteran without the HUD, and I actually prefer it like this. This is very much like a movie. It gives you that full movie experience, which is cool. Put you right into the action. Now the only downside about playing like this is that, of course, you're gonna die a lot. Yeah, so we're gonna die a lot. But one thing I'm not gonna do in this video is I'm not going to edit out a lot of the deaths, because as we're progressing through the story, it is going to get tougher, and I want to give you guys an honest you know, representation of this game. Now, you know, of course I'm going to edit out some stuff, you know, but for most part it's all going to be there for you guys to enjoy, to consume, and you know, give you a good idea of what you're getting into with this game, and if you would actually like to buy this game. And I must say that compared to Modern Warfare 2, that's really the only Call of Duty game that I really played the story and actually remember. They got us. But compared to you know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, that game was great. The story in that was great. But I definitely see like a huge step forward in the direction, just the compellingness, and just the way that the game looks and feels. You know, this game is like a whole nother, you know, it's in a whole nother ballpark. You know, it's just basically in its own game, and it's in its own lane, and it's very much a very unique experience and very fun, which is cool. So
there is no judge or jury here. There is only crime and punishment. One by one, we will eliminate these agitators from our streets.
Okay, so I did mention before that I felt like the game felt a little bit, the movement of your character, it felt a little bit sluggish compared to the other Call of Duty games. And now, actually having played the multiplayer, I can actually say that I do notice that you move better. So the movement is better. So in the story mode, you know, you probably don't want to move as much because everything is pretty much, you know, everything is set up with the bots, you know, the AI and the story is all in place. So basically it's very tough, and you want to be as cautious as possible in the story. But online, you're playing against people, and you know, people are, you know, sporadic. You can't really predict their movements, so you can kind of move quicker. And actually, you can move quicker in the multiplayer, which is nice, and probably also in the single player, but I choose to play more cautious in the single player. But you know, multiplayer is pretty cool, I will say. And I'm gonna do a more in-depth you know, kind of overview of it later on. But actually, the multiplayer, it's weird. It's very weird. It's definitely a learning curve, but it's not too bad. It just takes a little bit of while just getting used to it, because if you come from Black Ops 4 into Modern Warfare, there's a big difference in the way that you move and everything. Now you can kind of get similar control setup between both of the games with the controller, and I will do a video kind of explaining the best type of controls that you want for your you know, to achieve the best results. But essentially it's very weird. I'm not a big fan of how you run in the multiplayer. How, like, when you're running, your gun is sticking straight up in the air. It looks silly and it's very distracting. And when I run, I prefer the gun to be, you know, aiming down. Okay, they're about to get us now. Oh man. But I prefer that the gun points down, so when you're running, it doesn't get in the way. Like right now in the multiplayer, you're running and the gun is sticking straight up and you're just a target, and you're just running like with your head, you know, like chicken with his head cut off. You know, it's just madness. But then at the same time, it does, in some instances, your gun is aiming straight down too. So it's weird. It's very weird to get used to, and that's just one little you know, quirk I've noticed with the multiplayer, and it actually does affect the gameplay, you know. But I'm sure that, you know, you could possibly get used to it after a while, but for the majority of it, it is a bit distracting, and it's definitely something I'm not a fan of.
Take the left. Hold your fire.
Sound is a big part in this game too. Just the way that you can hear the sounds. You can hear sounds like all the way down the street, the surround sound. Also, I noticed that they do give you a lot more customization with the sound in this game. If you press the start button and you go over to the audio, you're actually able to choose between different settings for your sound. So you can get, like, if you have a home theater set up, if you got just regular you know, headphones, whatever, you're really able to customize that sound. I prefer, I had to change the sound a little bit because it's just kind of overwhelming online on the multiplayer. Story mode is different, but multiplayer, just the effects, the music, all of that is too loud. Can't really hear anyone, you know, it's just, you have to change all that, so I have to change everything, but for the most part it's pretty good. Sound is very realistic, the guns, everything is good. I'm a huge fan, I must say. I know we're talking about the multiplayer a lot, actually, but one thing I am a huge fan of is that there's not any superhuman health. Because in Black Ops 4, I hated it, you know. First time I played Black Ops 4, I was shooting, I was like, why is this guy like Superman? You know, this guy, he's taking an entire clip and he's not dead. And it just makes it more difficult getting combos. You know, games like Halo and Call of Duty, it's always about getting those combos, those double kills, triple kills, quadruples, kill tacklers, kill whatevers. And yeah, so it's definitely crazy with like the 150 health. But I really do like that this game is more balanced. It's very similar to like Modern Warfare. Yeah, just regular Call of Duty. it really brings Call of Duty back to its original roots. Boots on the ground, no one's flying around and stuff, and yeah, it's good. I like this scene right here, it's pretty good. You're just crawling. See, it gives you so many different. The game is so dynamic. It's very cool how you're able to. There's so many different ways you can go about each mission. Whether you're in prone, or running, or being more cautious when you're playing. It gives you lots of different ways to adapt to your surroundings, and really makes the game feel like you're in a real life environment. Like you're really in trouble. You're really in it. Alright, let's go.
Clear.
Controls are weird. I'm playing on the PS4, and
Good people today.
I want to hear your guys' opinion. Like, which console do you feel like has a better controller between the Xbox and PS4? Because PS4, for some reason, the controller is a little weird for me, and I've had it a long time, but just the way that the stick kind of gets stuck when you're trying to run is crazy. But yeah, Xbox has always been a more competitive type of console. I think that's why a lot of pro players do play on Xbox. It's always kind of been in that lane. Xbox is very similar to the PC when it comes to competitiveness on consoles. Xbox is kind of like the pinnacle of that. It's always been the forefront of competitive gameplay, and they've always designed their products specifically for that. I believe Xbox Live came out first to PlayStation's online mode, back with the PS2 and the original Xbox. And yeah, so Xbox has always been there, always been the forefront of just multiplayer competitiveness, and they've always done their products really good. PS4, in terms of their controls, is just a lot more stiff in comparison to the Xbox, where it's a little more loose but also good at the same time. So it's really an interesting experience between both of the consoles. Okay, this part's pretty cool.
Let's get down there.
So they actually give you like a missile that you're able to control, kind of like a Predator missile, but it's kind of like a javelin also, or a Stinger. You can kind of control it whenever you have ammo for it, and you can use it to kill enemies and objectives, like helicopters and stuff. So okay, so we're still playing. There's a movie out there that's called War Horse. War Horse is an old movie. It's not that old, but actually it kind of reminds me of that. Because there was a scene in War Horse where they were like stuck in this one little ditch for like 30 minutes, and they were just fighting inch by inch trying to get out of the ditch. And this kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Very crazy. This is probably the most craziest mission so far, in terms of just like all-out madness. Okay, yeah, they got us again. So yeah, I'm gonna leave in all this. I'm gonna leave in all the deaths. Okay, I'm gonna change my settings up a little bit. It's a little too bright. Here's a side note for anyone out there who's interested in knowing about this. They do offer you an option to increase the brightness for the game. I've noticed some people do use this feature, but it makes the screen too bright. I think it's actually better to increase the brightness of your TV rather than the brightness of the game. Focus on this part right here. Oh, they got us again. But yeah, so basically you want to like kind of control the brightness of your TV rather than the brightness of the game, because when you increase the brightness too much in the game, then it makes it hard for you to see, especially if you're trying to like record clips, the gameplay and stuff, because it can give you that complete, you know, whiteout type look where you can't really see anything. Whereas if you do increase the brightness of your TV, it doesn't affect the gameplay, and also it does make it easier for you to see what's going on in the screen, because this game is naturally a more darker game in comparison to the other games. And actually that's one thing I did not like about Black Ops 4 with their updates, their continuous updates to ruin good maps. There was great maps in Black Ops 4, but they just continue to make it worse, which is crazy. Like, why would you make a map worse? But yeah, so basically what they did was they decided that the game was not challenging enough. So they decided to add water to the jungle map. So they turned that map into a swamp. So now you have people swimming around like fish and killing you and camping fish. Just imagine a camping fish. It's crazy. But so then also you had what was that other map? I don't remember the names. I never remember the names. But there's this other map that's like a building, but they completely made it dark. So it's like pitch black. There's green little lights throughout the map, and I mean, I get it. It does give you a more unique experience to the game, because there are some missions, you know, also in real life, but also in this game, where you're in those night vision type modes, you know, where all you can do is see the green. You're just seeing green. You see, you know, you're in night vision, and you just have to kind of see in the dark with green. You know, everything's green and black, you know. So I get that they wanted to, you know, give you different experiences throughout the game to kind of, you know, give you the full experience of war, which is cool. But at the same time, they're making everything too dark, and it's hard to actually navigate. And it makes the camping even worse, because people are camping regardless, but in a pitch black environment, it's just even worse, much worse. So, not a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. It's Call of Duty, and this is crazy. The environments are very interactive, which is cool. I like how when you're able to shoot the door, you can kind of see pieces of the door fall apart like that. It's interesting. This part is just a complete firefight. Everyone's shooting everyone. This is just crazy, all-out war madness. So I'm leaving it all in there. I'm gonna leave in all these little deaths here because we're on veteran. You know, if we're on an easier mode, then of course this would be easier, somewhat. But you know, this is veteran without a HUD, you know, so you're getting that full experience. This is very much a game where you have to really fight, you know, tooth and nail, you know, kind of trying to get to the end of the game. So it does add to the challenge factor of the game, and like I said, the story is very good. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a long game. The missions pretty much are moving pretty quickly, actually, and like I said, it's just pretty much just one map, one mission. Well, it's just like a couple objectives per map, which isn't bad at all. So it's nothing like some games. Some games just give you like a whole bunch of objectives. You know, it's like a whole game within itself on just one map. Go over here to find this. Talk to him over there to get this. It's just crazy. But yeah, this game's pretty straightforward, great direction, and story moves fast. Now, I will say that the playing on veteran probably adds a little bit more time onto the map, onto the game, because it's more difficult. The difficulty is very, you know, very increased on, you know, on these types of game modes. But it's really good. It's actually one of those games you really don't mind. Some games become a little annoying by, you know, just giving you too much. But this game is very well paced, and it doesn't seem like it's too much. It seems like it's just the right amount. It gives you a little bit of challenge, but also, you know, it keeps the game moving, which is good.
We need to take Barkov's airbags.
I know what to do. I'm going to ram it.
3-1 to Watcher. We're moving to the tarmac. Where's that air support?
Echo 3-1 CAS. Alex, stand by for more pain.
This is that one gun I was talking about in the alpha video that I did. It kind of looks like a shotgun, but it's actually a rifle. It's a really interesting weapon. I've never seen that before, but
Chopper down!
really like that stinger right there, that little javelin that you can kind of shoot at stuff, which is cool. Okay. This part is definitely the hardest part of the game so far. Of the game. We're on mission 3, I believe. Mission 3 of the game. This is mission 3. And we're actually on mission 4, I believe, right now. Kind of like part 4 of the game right here. And this is definitely the most challenging part of the game. Now, of course, if we were actually on a easier difficulty, then this possibly will be easier, because I believe that a veteran is very similar to hardcore mode on multiplayer. Correct me if I'm wrong, but in hardcore, of course, you have less health, so you're not able to really withstand the duration of a real firefight or a standard firefight. And if you're playing on recruit or something like that. Now recruit, of course, is boring. I always want to play on something easy like that, but of course you get the challenge with this, but of course it is challenging. Now with this particular scene, I do prefer, or I do recommend that you try to go through the left side of this area right here. Going through the left side definitely gives you a little bit more room to kind of move around, kind of flank the enemy. That's really the key, not only in like story but also in multiplayer. Of course, it's always good just to flank your enemies, so just finding the opening, kind of get where you need to get.
Enemy behind the barrier.
Checkpoints in this game is really good. Pretty much anywhere you die, it kind of remembers, as long as you're making progressive moves, as long as you're progressing through the story, then you will get those checkpoints that you need. And you can really, even in veteran like this, it makes it a little bit easier just getting to those checkpoints. That's what I always liked about Halo. Back in the Halo days, Halo hasn't been what it used to be. It used to be great, but I've stopped playing Halo. Haven't played it in a long time, but basically that was the thing, getting to a checkpoint. And one thing they've really done really well in this game is giving you good checkpoints, as long as you're progressing through the story, making good moves, getting to the objective. And as you guys saw, going left is good. That part took a while. I may actually edit that part out, so you guys don't have to sit through that. But this is very much like real life, though. It's not so much of just, like I said in the last one, boom, 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 you're there. It's not so much of just like getting through it quick. You really have to take your time. You can't really just rush through these missions, especially if you're on veteran. If you're on this type of game mode difficulty right here, you're gonna have to take your time. So, have to get to that building. Almost there. Almost there. Come on.
Some young bastards are still inside.
I hear them. Alex, get the door. Cover him.
Okay, so we got a part right here.
There's a hatch on the roof. Alex, help me up. I'll pull you up, Alex. Jump! Here, Alex. 1, 2, 3!
Crazy, yeah.
Last armory is secure. Resupply on me.
Nice.
Make it quick. Enemy reinforcements are here.
Alright, now we're talking. We got the bazooka. Grenade launcher.
The fight's not over yet. Come on!
Still not over. Almost. Oh man, friendly fire. That's the only. That's one you know thing about the veteran. You know, you can kill your own teammates, which is crazy. So
The fight's not over yet. Come on!
good thing about those checkpoints though. Good checkpoints. We're still in it. Got a grenade launcher.
Out on the tarmac!
Yes! Back down, you fucking swine! Fire, stop those tanks!
Tank is crazy.
Echo 3-1, Viper 1-1 on approach, ready for tasking. What's your position?
Viper, this is 3-1. Goddamn good to hear your voice. Friendly's in the head.
Air support. Now, this is one thing I really like about this game.
Cleared hot.
They're really making every single mission dynamic. You're not doing just one type of, you know, thing throughout the entire game. Now we're in a helicopter. This part's cool. Remember that they had a similar scene in Modern Warfare 2 where you become like a pilot of the AC-130 with infinite ammo. That part was really cool.
Now get after the guys on foot. Got a guy aiming an RPG at us. Hit him. Boom. Roasted. They're retreating. We can get after them or call it here. All targets destroyed. Tarmac is clear of enemy movement.
I think we did it.
Solid copy, Viper 1-1.
I think we finally did it. That was good. Crazy mission. Crazy. Probably the toughest one of the entire game so far. We're in like the fourth mission of the game. Crazy. It's only going to get crazier from
Today
here.
was a great victory for us this time. Thank you.
We make a good team.
Yes, we've bought time. But Barker will retaliate.
So will we.
Alex and Commander Karim's forces have destroyed General Barkov's forward operations base, temporarily limiting Russian air capability in Urzikstan. We need to move fast. Sergeant Garrick, thanks to your intel, we tracked the Al-Qatala cell responsible for the Piccadilly attack to a townhouse in North London. 3 SAS teams will get inside and connect the dots. If the Wolf is in possession of the stolen Russian gas in Urzikstan, we need to find him.
This is interesting.
There may be non-combatants on target. Check your shots.
This scene, this one is kind of reminding me of
Targets are up, boys.
just one of those kill missions in real life. You know how they got Bin Laden. You know, it's very similar to that. It seems like, or very similar to the end of Zero Dark 30.
Bravo 6. Moving on the rear garden. Bravo 6, this is Alpha 2. About to enter the West Alley. Copy.
Alright, we're going full night vision here.
Bravo 6, moving interior.
It's just amazing how far games have come. I mean, this is crazy to imagine. This is a crazy. Look at that. Just amazing how far video games have come. It's just so it's just like real life, just the entire scene. It's like Homeland. If you ever watch that show Homeland, I know I'm referencing a lot of shows and TV stuff, but man, shoot, it's very cool. I mean, of course, this stuff, the topics of the story is horrific, but in terms of a video game giving you, you know, a real gaming experience, it is very interesting how they put this all together like this. Sound is good. You can really hear those muffled sounds. Oh man. Camper. Camping in story mode, man. Try to peek through here. Dang, he's still there. Wish I could just like throw a grenade or something into there. Just shoot them all.
Copy.
Get through it.
Make sure this floor's secure.
Crazy. Everyone's camping. Oh yeah, so if you guys have made it this far, I think we're like, I don't know, 40 minutes recording or something. I'm editing. I'm gonna cut out those deaths, so you probably will see a big cut during that last mission. But as far as the giveaway we're doing for the gift card, the winner will be announced on the screen. So all you have to do is post a comment on this video, or you know, any of the videos between now and Friday. We're going to be uploading daily, so make sure you guys post comments every video, and we're going to be picking a winner. You know, so we're going to be picking a winner, and actually the winner will be given a shout out as well. So your comment will be featured in the video, and we'll contact you. Make sure you guys have an Instagram account, and we're going to contact the winner through Instagram with the code, the Amazon code and everything. So we're going to do this, you know, frequently. We're going to do a few of these. You know, we want to give back. You know, we really appreciate the support and everything, and you know, so we're gonna do this for a while. And I also got some big things coming up too for the clan. I can't really say too much about it right now, but we do have a couple of things that I've been really working for us, you know, getting for the clan. So you know, that's going to be coming out very soon, and you'll see a reveal for that in the next coming days. You know, so really excited about that. Also, what else we got? Can't think of anything now. Team videos coming. Team videos gonna be crazy. Really looking forward to it. What else we got?
Take your shots.
Hands up now.
It's crazy, this scene. Dang, they got a baby. Crazy. Man, blood splatter everything. Dang. This game's off the chain. This game's really good. You know, it's very much real life. I've been saying it the entire time, but I just can't say it enough how well they did in bringing this game to life. It's honestly what is making the game very enjoyable, very fun. You're not even playing a game. This is actually the first game I played in a long time where you actually enjoy it. Because sometimes you play a game, you're like, you know, I gotta play it. But this is pretty cool. This is very cool.
Good job we dropped it in.
We made the right call, sir.
Entire game is nice. Like I said from the last one, I really like how you can really transition between the cutscenes and the actual game, just like that. It's nice. Everything is just on point. Movie, you know, it's just a movie, but a game at the same time. I remember I was telling, you know, someone that, you know, this game is just worth it, just based on the story alone so far. I haven't played the whole story yet, but so far, from what I've played, you are getting your money's worth. But we still haven't covered the multiplayer yet, so I'm going to talk about the multiplayer soon.
My soldiers confirm that the hospital is under siege.
Alright, cool. So I think I'm going to stop it right here. I appreciate you guys watching it. If you guys watched this long, this is probably the biggest video we've ever made on the channel, I believe. That's not like a live stream. So yeah, so very cool. We're going to continue with the story. We're going to get through the story of you know, Modern Warfare. Very cool. And you know, don't worry about what these people are saying right now, because I'm going to probably bring it back to you guys in the next part. Like I said before, just look at that. The graphics, her face, the expression, everything. It's so realistic. It's just like so it's really amazing what they were able to achieve with this game. Of course, this is next gen. We're in 2020 pretty much right now. A lot of big things are coming soon for gaming. Very exciting times.
Make sure you're at the embassy for the handoff to Price.
Well, cool, guys. Yeah. So I'm HB. Make sure you guys, you know, leave a comment, enter in the giveaway, subscribe to our channel, and more videos will be coming up soon. Thank you guys for watching.
You don't choose.